here. It's really me, Renee with an A, and a welcome to Fattie McFatville Friday. Woo, yeah.
The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure.
Welcome back to Fattie McFatville Friday, and it has been another week since we have talked. Boy, time does. Like I always say, it just goes and goes. It's amazing. But I do believe I've had a successful week. It hasn't been easy, I'll say that, on this weight loss journey. On day 12, started January 1st. My first weigh-in was 346.6. I didn't add in the 0.6 before, I don't think. Pounds. And then last Friday I weighed in after 5 days from January 1st, and I had lost 4.4 pounds. So I weighed 342.2. So it was pretty good for 5 days. So Monday was actually a complete week of it. But I do not weigh in till Friday. Every Friday I will get on here and talk to you guys and weigh in and see how good I have done. But first, let's talk about my week and kind of what has conspired. I feel like I did really, really well. I did stay on the dogs. A dog came through the door. You can't ever get on here without a dog tromping around, wanting in and out of the door. It's Roscoe, your boy. Watch. Let's see if you can see him. Roscoe, there he is. What are you doing in here? I just want to go in and out. Went in or out? Yeah. Never a dull moment. Anyway, I stayed on my Slim Fast. That's what I like to do. If you go back, if you're watching this one for the first time, go back. I have one more video. This is only the second one for Fattie McFatville Friday, my weight loss journey. But I did stay with my Slim Fast, and I did do really well about having it almost every day for 2 meals. So we replace it for a breakfast. You're supposed to replace it for a lunch, but sometimes I replaced it for a dinner. Like tonight I'm going to have it for a dinner as well, because I'm going to have lunch today. I'm going to have a salad. So, and I pretty much do my Slim Fast in the morning, and this is one thing I have done differently with my Slim Fast in the morning. I buy the powder in a can, and I have put hot water through the Keurig, and I put it in like a coffee cup that you do like to go, and I've done it like warm, so it's like hot chocolate, and it tastes amazing. It kind of tastes like some brownie mix, something. It tastes really good, so it really does the trick to satisfy that craving of something sweet, and the dog wants out again. Don't come back in. Don't. In and out. In and out. Anyway, so I have been having my Slim Fast, instead of it being chilled in the refrigerator or put ice in it, which I usually do when the weather starts to get hot, because it's been cold and chilly. I have had it like hot chocolate, and it's really, really good. If you've never tried that, I recommend that you do that. And then I will have it sometimes at lunch if we go somewhere, because I do maid service during the day. So we are out to eat at restaurants or whatever during the day. So sometimes it's according to where we go. Sometimes I may get a salad or like a vegetable plate or like some chicken. And I've really cut out red meat. I haven't had any red meat. So I've really just had chicken and like sides or vegetables or something like that. Like we went to Boston Market the other day, and I got their rotisserie chicken, and I had Brussels sprouts and some carrots. was perfect. Great meal. So I didn't do my shake, but then I had the shake for dinner, which I haven't done in the past as much. The last time I started a diet and do it, it was really, really hard for me to replace 2 meals. I couldn't get it done. But this time, thank the Lord Jesus, it has been easier. Thank the Lord for now. I know it's not going to always be easy, but right now it's been going really, really smooth, and I've not been hungry. It really has curbed my appetite, and it has not made me like, oh, I'm about to die for something, which I know that time will come in the diet. It will come. I know it will. And so I've had that to replace 2 meals. This dog, in and out. Bless his heart. He's a senior dog. He is senior, and he's 15 years old. Roscoe is. Bless his soul. Roscoe, you can't keep going in and out. Hold on, let me deal with this dog. Okay, I dealt with the dog. I had to block my own door with some books and things so he couldn't come in. It's like, they go to the bathroom with me. When I go to that other room, outside, when I sit down in my chair, when I lay down in the bed, it doesn't matter. The dogs are always there. The kid, when you're a mom, never alone. Never alone. I just want to be alone sometimes. Anyway, well, welcome to my world here. But I've done really well. How many times am I gonna say that in this video? With replacing the 2 meals and sticking with pretty much just the protein, my chicken. Haven't really went to places where there's too many fish options. Fish is not totally my favorite thing to have. It has to be cooked right, for me. So really chicken is my go-to meat if I'm going to have meat. I can do without that. At most places I can have the vegetables, which is totally fine. And then I've pretty much sticked with my water. I did have one of the Coke Zeros. We did go to Sonny's, and they have a great salad bar. And for lunch, you can get a special, but you got to get a drink. So I did get a Coke Zero. 1 Coke Zero, sue me. Because I like to stay away from soda. Even if it's diet or Coke Zero, just the dark soda altogether, I don't really want it in my diet at all. But I did have one, I'm confessing. But at least it was Coke Zero. And I have done well on drinking my water. Now, one thing I do want to incorporate back into my diet that I haven't done yet, that I have done in the past, because it's really nasty, but it works, is apple cider vinegar. Oh, now I know there's people out there that you probably love vinegar, like salt and vinegar chips, or you like the vinaigrette type things, or balsamic vinegar and all this. I don't. It just does nothing for this gal's taste buds whatsoever. But I do know the organic apple cider vinegar, and you have to get it with the mother. With the mother. Okay, so it has to say that on there when you go to buy this. It doesn't have to be this brand, but you got to get it with the mother, okay? And you're supposed to have this, well, you can have a couple tablespoons before each meal if you wanted to, but I don't recommend just having tablespoons of it, because it's strong. It's really strong. Dilute it with water. Put it in some water. I like to make this little elixir mixer that I'm supposed to drink every morning. Fresh right off the bat. Fresh start. But that's really hard to drink this stuff in the morning. So I've got to get that back in my routine. I have not. That is my goal for this coming week, is to have this. And what I do is, and you can put it hot water again, kind of make like an apple cider type little drink. It's just getting it down for me is really hard. I got to do it. Because it's good for you. Helps burn fat, helps boost your metabolism. It just does so many different things. But I put some honey in mine, and some lemon and this. Okay? And if you do that mixture every morning, and some says on there before every meal, I can't do that for every meal, but I can do it at least once a day. This can really, really help. But make sure you get it with the mother. And if you look it up, there's all kinds of different recipes. There's some on Pinterest I've got on my pin boards, and even if you just typed it in, there's a bunch for like fat burning stuff with apple cider vinegar, different ways. I think I've even put cinnamon in there before. You know, it's just whatever type of mixture you want to make. And then some people just do the apple cider vinegar with nothing else in it and add, you know, with some water every day. It's really good for your body. Another thing I do at night after if I'm having a meal, even if I'm not having dinner and I'm drinking my shake, I drink green tea. And that's something else I drink besides the water. And I may use some Splenda. Sometimes I don't, according if I want just that little bit of sweet taste with it, or some honey. I hadn't done as much honey. I actually need to buy some more. I'm kind of low on that. And I do it hot. I do it through the Keurig, and I have a little tea bag. But you could get the K-Cups, or you could just buy, you know, gallons of green tea. Really, really good also for weight loss. Is green tea is another one, and I like the taste of it. So you just got to find stuff that you like that'll help you. Because like I said last time, this is my experience, my opinions. What I do may not work for you. But hey, if it's something I say that works for you, great, great, great. Go for it. Try it. Just give it a try. What could, you know, hurt with trying, okay? I did have, here's another confession. I did have one small peppermint Hershey Kiss. So sue me. I was like, man, I just had a moment of, because I'm so used to me and John and the kid, when we have a meal, you know, an hour or so later, we want something sweet. Well, that's been a bad habit that we have done, that later we'll gorge ourselves on something sweet late at night sitting around watching TV. So I haven't had that. I've cut, you know, all of that out. I haven't had any of that. And so there was one night when I was walking through, all that candy left from Christmas that I should have threw away. There was little peppermint Hershey Kisses. So I just had one, and I let that melt in my mouth. And it was glorious. But I don't think I'm going to not lose any weight just because I had one little Hershey Kiss. So I have found through dieting, I feel like I said, for 10 years it feels like, that if I just satisfy some of those small little cravings that I have with something small or something little, not gorge myself, then I'm okay. Like I had that little bit, and then I was all right, instead of, I just need a little bit of something. And then when you don't satisfy that craving, I feel like then I'm more apt to cheat bigger. And I don't want to do that, especially now. It's way too early on to be doing any of that. So, like I said, I feel like it has went pretty good for my, for this. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all know me. I can't talk sometimes. I get too excited when I'm on here when I talk to y'all. But it has went well. I am thankful so far. So far. Okay. Now, other thing I said we were going to do on here is we're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about things that fat people don't want to talk about. I can talk about it because I'm a fat person. And I have lived the life of as a fat person for a long time. Okay, so here we go. Number one thing that I'm going to start with on this vlog today is going out to restaurants and their booths that you sit in are not fat friendly. They is not fat friendly at all. Oh, this has been a nightmare for me for long time. You can ask anybody who's ever went out to eat with me. I'm the type of person, if you cannot tell, I don't easily get embarrassed. I'm really bold. I'm really out there. I act and do theater. I've sang on a stage for many years and at church. I've done plays. So I'm used to being out there. I'm just not a type of person that you can easily embarrass, okay? So I'm not ashamed of myself either. I'm not at all. I'm okay with who I am, and I want to better myself now and be healthier. That's why I'm here. But everything is not one size fits all, and everything is not fat friendly. And I know I am not the biggest person out there, and these booths, I can't even cram myself into. And I'm like, and I'm going to eat a meal on top of that? I'll never get out. The jaws of life would have to come and break me out of some of these booths. The hostess will come. Bless the souls of a lot of these hostess that have seated me and my friends and my family before. Because I always say, this just happened at New Year's Eve. I went out with my friend Courtney, and we went to Olive Garden. And she's like, oh, would you like to sit here behind the bar in this round table? And I said, yeah, sure, let's give it a go. Go around there. I couldn't even get in it. I was like, it was just wedged. I was like, I'm not going any further into this booth at all. And my friend Courtney was like, well, does the table move? And I tried to move the table. I said, it doesn't move. So I look up at the hostess as I'm wedged in this seat. And I said, do you have a fat-friendly booth? She just was like, holding the little menus. Sure, right this way. She was probably like, oh my gosh, I can't believe. So she took us all the way around the back, and I could see her searching out, where can I seat these fatties that'll work? And she sat us at a table with chairs, so plenty of room. And I said, yes, thank you, this is fat friendly. But then there's some booths you go into in some restaurants, they're very roomy, and then the tables move. So I know I'm not the only one who has struggled with this. They're just, some people do get embarrassed about their weight, or if they are going out in public, and that just makes it even worse that they're all not movable. At least they can move. I can understand, the skinny folk got to get in there too and be able to reach, the table. But they should be able to, the table at least move to the other side if you are a person bigger, or pregnant women, their bellies are out there. I don't know how some people fit in these restaurant booths, because I haven't been fitting for years. So there's one thing right there. Fat friendly booths, where are they? And that fat people don't want to talk about, that I just put out there, that I talked about. So there's another reason for me right there, that I cannot wait till I can go to a restaurant and not have to be crammed and be like, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm good. And I can't even breathe. This booth is like stuck, just like, ugh. And then I'm having a big meal. It's like there's no room for my food to even go into my belly. So yeah, so I cannot wait where I can go and sit down at a restaurant and fit in any booth. If that's even a good enough reason, but it is. It's one on my list. But there's several things we're going to talk about each week that fat people don't want to talk about. That's an issue. It's an issue. And fat-friendly booths, it's an issue. It's an epidemic, I'm telling you. All right, friends. Weigh in today. We're going to see how I did this past week. I think I did well, so I hope the results show that I did actually do well, because I'm going to show you either way. So let's first see some of the meals I have had this week. I did film some of those here and there. I need to do better at that, because I'm just getting adjusted to all this. This is just really week and a half that I've been on this, 12 days. So here's some of the stuff that I did have during the week. Let's take a look. quotes each time of encouragement. That's another thing I want to incorporate in this. And also, before I do that, yes. Here's one other thing I have failed with so far, even though we're just 12 days into this, and I'm just, change is hard. It really, really is. Even though you know what you have to do, and you know the things you can have and the things you cannot have, and the goal that is set, it's hard to change that routine up. But once you get it changed, then it should help, to flow pretty well. But I still haven't incorporated the exercise. I'm trying to still find in my mind when to do that. And really the only time is for me to get up earlier in the morning when no one is up, and get up and go in there in the living room and do my exercise. And I kind of do a video. I'm not going to tell you what video it is yet, because you're all going to have a good laugh of what video I like to do. So I promise you, this coming week, I am going to start my exercise routine. I've got to do it. I've got to tone up this flab as I lose it, because I can't even fathom. I've watched some of this stuff. I'm sure other people who are losing weight have done the same thing, because you type in the weight you're at, and then you see what other people look like that were like 350 and lost 150 pounds, and you want to know how much extra skin they have. I do. That's what I've done. Because I'm like, oh no, you've seen these horror things where people have lost all this weight and then they have the extra skin flap hanging down. Because, when you're bigger, your skin has stretched out to the maximum limit. And then when you lose weight, the skin don't always go back. I mean, you may be able to tone up your arms. I mean, I have seen where the arms are hanging down too. But your stomach too, if your stomach was bigger like mine is, I may have a flap. So I can't fathom having surgery to remove my skin. But if I had to, maybe there would be help or aid that I would be able to do so. But I'm hoping not. I hope I don't. I can deal with a little bit of that, but I'm hoping I don't have such a big problem with that. But exercise will be number one that I need to do to get that toned up as I'm going and losing the weight. So I promise that I'm going to add in my apple cider vinegar to my diet, and I'm going to incorporate my exercise, and I will film myself doing it. And if I don't, I want y'all to get on to me. I want you to tell me, oh, Renee, you have failed. You need to get on it. You need to do it. So I need it. I need that. I need that so badly. I need you to tell me to do better, or that you're doing a good job. That's why I'm here. I need to be held accountable, and so we can be here for each other. If you're wanting to take this journey too, come along, join me, take it with me. Take it with me, please. We can do this in 2018. We can get this done. We're getting it done right now. It's happening. Okay, so here is some quotes. I'm going to give some encouraging words each time. Okay? Good things come to those who believe. That's right, isn't it? Better things come to those who are patient. And the best things come to those who never, ever give up. That is my biggest thing, because like I said, I have started this diet and stopped it so many times, but I'm not giving up. This time has to be it. Do or die. This is it. And I'm not giving up. Not giving up. And you're not going to give up either. Whatever your dream is, even if it's not weight loss, whatever your goal is you're trying to do and succeed, never give up. Here's another one. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it takes to accomplish it, because the time will pass away anyway. Boy, isn't that the truth? Because every time I have stopped this diet and failed, it's like I'm breaking a promise to myself, lying to myself each time. And then I do think, in my mind, the way my mind works, and I'm processing time, I'm like, look at all that time that passed where I could have already been done. I could have already did it. A whole nother year went by. And I could have stayed on track and done it. And been completely done. So now is the time. So don't look at how long that it's going to take. Take day by day, step by step. And it will get done. Isn't that the truth? And it's going to be amazing. Here's to a year and years to come, because it's a lifetime change. It's not just this whole year of losing weight and stuff. It is a lifetime forever change, because once you lose it, once I lose it, the weight, I don't want to gain it back. I don't want to go back. It will be in the past. And I want to continue on with a healthy lifestyle from here on out. I want it for myself. I want it for my daughter. I want it for my family. And I want to be that way. I want to be healthy and have enough energy to do everything I need to do and need to accomplish in life. And I don't want anything holding me back. Not that big folk can't do things. Clearly, we can. We know that. Me, I'm just fed up and it's affecting my health. I do not want diabetes later on in life. I have PCOS that I've talked about last time, which we're going to talk about here in the future a little bit more as I'm learning more about it. And my knees, I don't want knee replacements and things. I don't want to develop these certain things or it to become a hardship when I do get older. I see people who are my same type of weight that are way older than I am, and they're having back problems. They're on canes and walkers, which I know you can get on those whether you're big, small, or whatever size you are. I understand that. You could have sickness no matter what size you are. You can't get away from it, but it can make it a lot easier on you and your family when we get healthier and try to do the best we can with what we're given. And that's what I'm wanting to do. I can do better. I can be better, can better myself and feel better. And I already do. I'm telling you that I'm not just lying about that. Just after 12 days of eating clean and eating right and shedding a little bit of weight at the same time already, I already feel energized. I feel more strength. I've rose out of bed faster and just I'm ready to start this day so I can continue this diet and everything. I have had more of like a purpose and I've felt better. I really just have, because we are what we eat. It is totally true. And I have felt so much better with the way what I have been doing just these past 12 days. So it doesn't take long, my friends, to see results and to feel the results. Even if the waist line hasn't gone down just quite yet, or the clothes size, it will come really, really soon, because we're already almost halfway through a month before you know it. And you will go down a size or so. I mean, it is right upon us. So like I said last time, my goal is long-term goal of it is to get down to around 150, 180. Like I said, that's like 150 to 170 pounds to lose, half of my weight right now. So like I said, I cannot look at that long term. I have to go day by day, step by step. And my first goal is to lose 50 pounds. And I know I can do it. Almost working my way there, step by step by step. So here's to making ourselves better. Isn't that right? All right, my friends, here it comes. I'm going to do my weigh in. Let's see how well I did this past week. All right. So here it is. All right, here we go.